Welcome, dear students, for the online session of the system software of the program BCA of third semester affiliated to Kuvempu University. So, today we have the session number 27. In the session number 27, we are going to discuss the sub concepts of macro language and macroprocessor, that is, the macro instruction defining a macro. So before understanding the today's session, let us have a short recap of our previous class. In the previous class, dear students were able to understand two important concepts, that is conditional macro expansion and the macro calls within a macro with two different example programs. So today, learning objective is to understand the macro instruction defining a macro concept. The student will be able to understand the macro instruction defining macro will be the outcome of today's session. So now let us start with the macro instruction defining a macro. See, the name itself is telling that here you are going to have a macro, and in the instruction of a macro you are going to define another macro. That is, we can also define a macro within a second macro. So this will be cleared in our today's session by using the example 6, where we are using the macro called as define, DEFINE, which defines a macro named as COS within it. Let there be a call like define COS, then the macro define is called, or it will be expanded, and it is then the macro COS is defined. At this point of time, we can access the macro COS but not before a call to the macro define. Hence, each and every time the inner function is to be called, then this is followed by a call of the first or the outer macro. I think, dear students, you are clear what we are going to learn today. So here we are having two macros, and one macro is going to define another macro in its call there. That is, we'll have an example 6 where we have define macro which is going to define another macro called as COS. So this is the example 6. In this slide you can see that we have the definition of a macro define. Then inside that we have the definition of a macro called as ampersand of sub, and in that particular sub we are going to define what is a macro supposed to do there. So to coming to the first line, we are starting the macro with the term called as MACRA macro. The second line here is DEFINE, which is our first macro, and followed by I am writing ampersand of SUB, which is our second macro, and the macro name here is define. Next, the third statement, you are writing a MACRO, which is telling that you are going to start the definition of second macro. Okay, so in that the macro name is again ampersand of SUB, and for that you have given the parameter ampersand of Y, which is a dummy macro name. In that we are writing 5 statements there, so which is going to perform some simple task there. That is, first you are having CNOP, where you are going to align the boundaries between 0 to 4. Then you are setting the register 1 to the parameter list pointer by having the BAL, that is 1 comma star plus 8. Then we are going to have the parameter list pointer, that is A of ampersand of Y for the DC. Then we are going to assign the address of the subroutine, that is 15 comma is equal to V of ampersand of SUB to your L. Then BALR, which is 14 comma 5, is going to transfer the control to the subroutine. Then at the last two statements, you can find out that first MEND refers to the end of the subroutine, that is your ampersand of SUB, which is the second one. And MEND at the last line, which is going to represent the end of the initial, that is our macro, that is DIFIN. So in this example, it's very clear that you can understand that we have macro instruction which is going to define another macro, and you should make sure that the macro COS2 has to be executed for execution of your first macro, that is your define. I think, dear students, you got an insight and you got an idea about how to have a macro instruction defined within a second macro there. So now let's have some general MCQs about our macros there. The first is the instruction format RR has a length of 2 bytes, 3 bytes, 4 bytes and 5 bytes, and the answer is 2 bytes. The second is, in which of the following instruction format the instruction is 3 half words, whether it is in RX format, RS, SI or SS, and the answer is SS instruction format. The third one is whether RX, RS, RR or RS format has one half a word. So the answer is RR. Load multiple instruction is present in the for which instruction format, and it is present in the RS instruction format. And finally, the length of your SS instruction format is 6 bytes. So dear students, we'll come to the session summary. Today the session is able to understand what do we mean by a macro instruction defining macro with an example that is define and COS there. So for further references, dear students, you can refer to the book authored by John Donovan, and the title of the book is System Programming.